All right, this is test review 2, continued. It's strange talking to a screen. I find it hard to. I feel animated. All right, these are problems 11 and 12 that I'm doing. And the instructions are write the improper fraction as a whole or mixed number. All right, so we're doing 11 and 12, and I'm going to pull up my paint board. For these problems, it is really easiest, because drawing pictures is not so easy, to just do the math, which is to divide. Now if you remember the division rules, where the dividend is, that is, and where the divisor is in a fraction, that makes it nice and easy. The dividend is on the bottom, or divisor, I'm sorry, is on the bottom, and the dividend is on the top. And the dividend is the one that goes under the, let's spell that out quickly, under the box. So 9 is the dividend that goes under this box, and the divisor 2 goes down the outside. So you're putting 2 into 9, or 2 into 9. So when you're looking at a fraction, it's that way. All right, and this is the divisor. And if you remember, just as a quick review, the other way to write that out is 9 is the dividend on the left, divisor on the right, little r on the right. Okay, this is obviously 2 doesn't go into 9 evenly. All right, so doing the math, and I can draw pictures for this one because it's not that bad. So 2 into 9 goes 4 times. 4 times 2 is 8, and 9 minus 8 is 1. So what you do with the remainder, instead of saying r equals 1, you have to take that 1 and it becomes part of a fraction. And this number, the divisor, becomes the denominator. So 4 and 1/2 is your answer. The quotient is the whole number. So this is the math. You do the division, and that's how you set it up, so that the answer is then 4 and 1/2. In this case, drawing the picture is really not too bad. You're drawing 9 halves, essentially, which, if you could think of circles, if you cut each of these circles in half, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and let's make one more. So we're cutting them all in half. All that means is you're literally putting a line down the middle of them, cutting each of those holes into halves. But you only have 9 halves, so 1, 2, and we'll color, or put a little wiggle, color in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But you're only going to color in one side of this circle. And that's what 9 halves is. 4 holes, and 1/2. Now for this problem down here, 187 divided by 7, if you wanted to draw out whole pieces, okay, so if we were to try to draw the picture of this, we would have to take a hole, many holes, and cut them into 7 pieces. We could draw and keep drawing, but the math in this situation is really the only way that's reasonable to do this problem. Oops, let's get into the right color. Alright, so once again, the divisor is on the bottom, the dividend is on the top, so we set up 7 divisor into 1 187, and that would be drawn as 187 divided by 7. I'm drawing these out in different ways so that you get used to seeing it all the time, and hopefully it'll help you sort it out. Okay, so 7 into 187, basic division. 7 times 3 is 21, so 7 times 3 is too large. I'm looking at what goes into 18. If we said 7 into 1, of course it doesn't go any at all, 0 times. So we're looking at 7 into 18, and that goes 2 times. 2 times 7 is 14, and we'll subtract, bring down the 7. 7 into 47 goes 6 times. 6 times 7 is 42. I always run out of room right here. And 7 minus 2 is 5. But we do not put remainder 5. This 5 becomes the numerator of a new fraction. And we take this divisor and make it the denominator, 5/7. So our whole number is 26. Our fraction is 5/7. So the answer is 26 and 5/7. So it's just remembering this is divisor, this is the dividend, so you go 7 into 187. And then the other step to remember is once you get your quotient and the remainder, you put your remainder as the numerator of a fraction where the denominator is 7, the divisor. And we did the same thing up here. The whole number is the quotient, and the remainder becomes the numerator, and the divisor becomes the denominator. So that's how you build an improper fraction into a mixed number.